everyone, welcome back to the Cooking Hub. Today I bring to you a simple eggless no oven baking recipe. That's the chocolate cupcakes without oven, without eggs. It's going to be very simple and easy. With the easily available ingredients at your house, you can make this lovely recipe. It's going to be very tasty and you can't believe that you can prepare such easy and fluffy, light, spongy cupcakes at home. Yes, so let's get started. So to make the eggless chocolate spongy cake, I have 3 bowls over here or katoris. I'm going to brush it with oil. Just brush it nicely with a brush so that the cake doesn't stick. So for the first batch, I'm going to be brushing 3 katoris with oil. After brushing it, I have cut some butter papers according to the size of the bowls, like this, round. So I'm going to place it over here. Again, I'm going to lightly press it first. Press it like this. Again, I'm going to brush it with oil. Now this step is very important. If you don't have butter paper at your house, you can just brush it with oil and dust it with maida, but I prefer using the butter paper. So I'm going to repeat this process and brush it again with oil, the butter paper, the third one as well. And now we'll start preparing the batter of the cake. That I have greased these katoris, I'm going to keep it aside and I'll start preparing the cake batter. So for that, I'm taking a mixing bowl. Into that, I'm going to add 1 measuring cup of room temperature milk. Add it here. This is just normal milk. I had boiled it and I had kept it in room temperature. 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Keep it nicely inside. Next in, I'm going to use 3/4 cup of normal powdered sugar. Add it inside. After adding in the sugar, I'm going to give it a good mix so that the oil, the sugar and the milk completely mixes. Just give it a good mix. Now I'm going to be sifting in the dry ingredients. So I'm going to first sift the maida atta, the maida flour, 1 cup plus 1/4 cup. So this is 1 cup. So I'm going to sift it nice. Now it's very important to sift the dry ingredients. Next in, the 1/4 cup of maida. So total I'm using 1 cup plus 1/4 cup of maida. Next in, I'm going to sift 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. You can use any cocoa powder. Sift it. Use a spoon and sift it. Normally it's little bit difficult to sift the cocoa powder because it naturally has this nice lumps. Just slowly, no need to hurry. Okay. Half teaspoon of baking powder. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Again, I'm going to sift it so that there is no possibility of any lumps. Now that we have added this, I'll keep this aside. Next in, I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of vinegar. So 1 teaspoon of vinegar. And next in, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. If you have vanilla extract, then you can also add the vanilla extract. Now that I have added all these ingredients, I'm going to mix it gently. Mix it nicely. First of all, I'm going to bring all the ingredients together, and then using the cut and fold method, I'm going to mix it. Now that I've mixed it, I'm going to use the cut and fold method like this. Cut, fold. It's going to be more easy to mix. First, I always prefer using my spatula, and then after some time I'm going to shift to using the whisk. So mix it, cut and fold, mix it well. Now I'm going to mix it while using the whisk. Just gently till you don't see any lumps. Now remember, we don't want to over mix the batter, so I will stop at this stage. I'm going to bake this cake in a cooker, so I'm taking a pressure cooker, adding a stand, adding this type of plate with holes. You can use any plate, just like this normally, and then I'm going to close this pressure cooker and preheat for 10 minutes. Remember to remove your gasket and whistle. On low to medium flame, I'm going to preheat this pressure cooker for around 10 minutes. So let me show you the batter consistency. It should be like a ribbon-like consistency. This is the perfect consistency of our chocolate katori cake. So this is completely ready. So as the cooker is almost about to preheat, I'm going to fill in this batter only till 3/4 katori. So taking in some batter, just keep it near. Fill it only till 3/4 katori, remember, because it might swell. So I'm going to fill it only till here. So similarly, I'm going to prepare all the katoris like this. That I have filled these katoris 3/4, I'm going to tap them like this. We don't want a dense cake. Tap it 3 to 4 times. This is completely ready. So as soon as the cooker preheats, I'm going to be adding this in the cooker for our lovely cakes to bake. It has been 10 minutes since the cooker has been preheating, and now I'm going to add in the katoris inside for the baking process. So I've added 3 of them, and do you see these holes over here? It's going to generate heat and then it's going to bake slowly. Now remember, the flame is low. I'm closing the pressure cooker on low flame. Let me close it well. I've closed it tight. Now I'm going to bake this lovely katori chocolate cakes for 25 to 30 minutes. So till 25 minutes on low flame, and then I'll check how it goes. So 25 minutes on low flame. If you're baking it in the oven, you can bake it 180 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. So it has been around 25 to 26 minutes. I'm taking a napkin and I'm going to slowly open the pressure cooker. Just slowly and carefully. Remember, it's going to be very hot. Wow, look at this lovely cakes. Oh my god, just like I always bake. So first I'm going to insert a toothpick and check if it's well cooked. Insert the toothpick till the end. Okay, check if the toothpick comes out clean. Insert, check, and insert. Okay, these are perfectly well cooked. So I'm slowly going to take out these katoris. Just slowly. Now I'm going to be placing the rest of the katoris I have prepared. I've already tapped them before. I've just greased them nicely and lightly with oil, and I've added the butter paper. Placing the katoris. I've tapped them 2 to 3 times. Placing it slowly. So this cooker was already preheated because of these cakes. Now again I'm going to close the lid slowly on low flame again for 25 to 30 minutes. Close it. Make sure the flame is low. Now I'm going to take these cakes on the other side. Fluffy and tasty cakes are ready. I'm going to let it cool down for at least 15 to 20 minutes. It's important for these cakes to completely cool down before demolding them. So I'm going to give it a good rest to cool down, as those other cakes are being made for 25 to 30 minutes as I'm baking them. So I'm going to peacefully wait for this to cool down. The second batch of the cake is ready as well. I had inserted the toothpick and it is well cooked. So this is done. Now again, slowly I'm going to take all of these cakes out. Now I'm going to allow these lovely cakes to cool down again. So those other 3 cakes have cooled down, but it's important these cakes cool down again and they come to completely room temperature. Then I will demold and show you how soft, spongy and lovely these cakes are. You don't have an oven at home? No problem, you can still make this recipe in pressure cooker. It's going to be like a cupcake recipe for all the chocolate lovers out here. So yes, let's wait for these cakes to cool down. You know what, I can't wait because I really want to try these cakes. Okay, so the first batch of the lovely cupcakes are completely cooled down, and as we had greased it lovely with the oil, it's going to come out very easily. So just take it upside down like this and tap it from behind. Wow, you can see it has come out. Even the butter paper is just stuck inside. So I'm going to do it like this. Similarly, I'm going to take all of the cupcakes. Just tap. Now this cake is going to be super soft and spongy. You can see I didn't do any hard work to remove the cakes out from the katori. It was very easy and simple. And just see how nice and fluffy this cake is. You can see the air pockets. It's completely lovely. Just see this. Can you believe this is not from the bakery and it's homemade, eggless and without oven? It's also very simple and easy to make with the available ingredients at home. So I'm going to be waiting for the second batch to cool down, and then I'm going to be serving all the lovely katori cakes together. Remember, it's going to be very yummy, delicious. You can make this for your kids as well. So let's wait for this to cool down. So the lovely cupcakes are completely ready. Now it's time to demold them as they have cooled down. So I'm just going to take it upside down and push it. There we go. This is done. Similarly, I'm going to tap. There we go. As we had greased it completely nicely with oil, it will come out easily. You don't need to work hard. And you can see the butter paper is inside. So I'm also going to remove it later on. So now that these cupcakes are cooled down and ready, I'm taking some cupcake liners over here and I'm going to place the cupcakes in the liners. Now this step is completely optional, but I prefer they would look much more nice and presentable. So I'm going to place all inside the cupcake liner. I'm taking a double cupcake liner, putting the cake inside the cupcake liner. Now you can also present this as a birthday gift to someone who loves chocolate cake. So our beautiful and delicious cupcakes are completely ready. Now if you wish, you can also use any favorite nuts of your choice like almonds, cashews and pistachios. I'm supposed to be garnishing this today with some sprinklers. If you wish, you can garnish this with some chocolate chips, but I'm just taking the normal sprinklers and adding this on the middle. Just to look more nice, decadent, mouth-watering, and children are going to love, absolutely love these cakes. So similarly, I'm going to take the first batch as well, and I'm also adding the sprinklers. just in the middle. Now if you wish, while baking you can also include whole nuts, hazelnuts, or any other nuts of your choice. Some more sprinklers in the middle. And that's the last cake. So with this recipe you're going to be making around 6 katori cakes. Wow, amazing. This is completely ready and I'm going to be serving this lovely katori cakes now. I'm taking one cake and I want to show you guys how it looks from inside. Just see this first. This is the behind part. Very nice and fluffy. So it's very soft and spongy. Just see this. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Hey guys, so it's tasting time. It's perfectly cooked, well baked, super soft, spongy, fudgy, chewy. Lovely cupcake recipe, very easy, simple. If you haven't tried this recipe, bad luck. Do try it at home. And something important that I wanted to share with you guys about this cake is you can store this cupcakes or the katori cakes in room temperature for 2 days, and you can store this in the refrigerator for 4 days. So yes, make this in a large batch for your children, for your loved ones. Prepare it in a large batch, serve it, eat it for 2 to 4 days. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching this recipe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.